In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy... What's going on, everybody? I'm YouTube's Pope&Jan, and join with me, as always,
Texas Austin. Hello.
So, back for another podcast.
Yeah, we're officially into the second month of the year already. Man, I can't understand how it feels like the year when you look at it from a perspective, like outside looking at the year, you're like, fuck, that's a long year. But then, you're in it, and next thing you know, you're in fucking February.
Actually, 2016 went fucking fast.
Yeah, that was shit. It was insane. Like, especially for us, because we were both in VCE. That shit, like, by the time we know it, we were already doing end of the year exams. Like, fuck, already?
Alright, I walked out my last exam, and I had to go to the bus stop, which is across from the school.
Yeah.
So I was looking back up at the building, I was just like, this feels weird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, the thing that I didn't think I was going to notice much, but I ended up noticing a lot when, I wasn't there anymore. Mm-hmm. Fucking bus and train trip every morning and afternoon. Like,
how that would have killed you every single morning. You would have had to wake up, catch the same bus, same train, same bus.
Yeah, it was literally a routine. Yeah. I did the exact same thing day in, day out.
And then we end up finishing every single day with a trip to Crave as well.
Yeah. I told those guys that I wasn't going to be back, and they were so sad.
Yeah.
They're just like, there goes 95% of our profits.
Yeah. That's basically us. We make up their salary.
You were telling me just before we started the podcast, you were in New York.
Yeah.
For New Year's.
So, I was in New York. So, in 2015 going 2016, I was in New York in Times Square for New Year's. And I'm just recalling that I was there with 2.5 million people.
Yeah. Just
like down the street. Like you look down towards Central Park from Times Square and it was just packed full of people. And we waited there for like 13 hours total. Yeah. And we got a really good spot. We got a really, really good spot too. Because where we were maybe 100 meters away from all the performances and all that too.
Fuck, that's good.
So, yeah. And we were 2-3 blocks out from actual Times Square, from the strip building where everyone has the ads.
Yeah.
It was just a really great experience, you know. I met this really great chick too, you know. And then going 2016, going 2017 for me, this New Year's, I was at a place with maybe 100, maybe 300 people were there. It was so quiet. It was just a whole, you know, we've gone from 2.5 million people to like 100 people.
It's like one year I was in Melbourne and there was like fucking heaps of people, like, usually at Fed Square.
Yeah.
In Melbourne. So I was there and everyone's like fucking,
yeah, the raves.
And everything, which was fucking awesome. And then the next year I was at a house party. I was just like, oh, this isn't fucking New Year's to me.
Hey, this is nothing.
This is a fucking phony.
Yeah, it was great too. Like I was spent that time in New York, and that we lined up midday 1 o'clock. We started lining up. We had to wait, and then actually even earlier. We had to line up at 11 o'clock. That's right. Because what we're doing that day, we slept in because every single day we were waking up at 7 o'clock and going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. Which, in hindsight, sounds normal for any teenager, but it was just, especially because what you're doing was so strenuous, you were actually really, really tired. We actually spent that day, we slept in knowing that we were gonna, be up for a while.
Yeah.
And where we were staying, we're on 7th Avenue, I think it was. So the street that crosses with, Broadway at Times Square. That street. It was a really great place to stay too, because we could actually see Times Square from our window, just like we had to actually stick our head out.
I think that's a great thing. You can say I went to New York and watch my balls drop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, boy.
Watch the ball drop.
It was great because now, like, they actually were sitting there. It was pretty cold too. I think it got down to 5 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah. So all of us were rugged up and like, you know, we actually deliberately stayed closer. It was just really weird. Every person I hear says, New Year's Eve sounds like hell. Why would you want to go there? And we expected it to be like hell. I actually genuinely enjoyed it because while we were there, you're gonna start speaking to people.
Yeah.
And I started speaking to people from Wales. I started people, Canada.
Yeah, people travel like from all over the world just to go to that.
I got interviewed by CNN. I got interviewed by, I think it was 3 or 4 different news people, news channels, and even like a Hindu channel too. But I don't think they use me because I don't speak Hindu. But he actually asked me, and then he would translate it into Hindi. I was like, one Indian language, not quite sure, but it was like, wow, I can't believe I'm like in Times Square. I'm being interviewed. And the best thing is, because we actually got there so early, we were close. Not only were we close, but we actually had us along the guardrail. So as the night went on, a lot of us were getting friends. We started pushing the guardrails slightly closer towards the other side so we can get a bit more space for ourselves. It was just a great night. And honestly, as much as people say they wouldn't want to do it because it looks shit, it really is great. Because, people come down. You see a lot of famous people too, especially for Rock Up Early. Yeah. It was great. And then all of a sudden, 2016 going to 2017, I was in a small little place in the middle of the bush in the middle of nowhere, camping. So, yeah, I don't know. It was really different.
It's the funniest thing for me when Austin shows me all the pictures from Times Square and shit. It's the funniest thing because they stand out so much as tourists.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. So when we first lined up,
because everyone's normal, and then you guys are in like the 2016 glasses and like your hats and shit.
Well, no, the hats and all that they gave out. They actually gave out to every single person in the crowd.
Oh, really?
And the glasses you bought yourself, but the hats they gave us, they were sponsored by Planet Fitness, which is basically like the equivalent of Good Life gyms here in Australia. They gave those out. They gave us a few, thunderclap, the boomsticks. Yeah. They gave us a few of those, and balloons and all that, jazz and all the party stuff. Yeah, it's just kind of weird, because we actually, when we first lined up, we were actually like a block back. But then what they were doing was the people that pushed in front first, they started pushing towards the back, and I feel so sorry for these guys, because they got there pretty early. Yeah. The police officers started pushing them back, and putting us even closer. So they kept doing
That's sick.
And then we got really, really close. Like, we were that close, we could actually see people, the VIPs sitting down in chairs on sick. Times Square. That's how close we were. And just before we started doing that, it was like midday-ish, and nothing had moved yet. Nobody had moved yet. We actually got a selfie stick out, put our phone on, and we took a photo, and it's one of the best photos that I've saved as my background photo. It's just a great photo. And we've yelled at everyone smile for the camera, and like you have an easy 30 people smile at the camera saying, smile at the camera, giving thumbs
up. That's the thing,
like,
especially in those New Year's parties, like in America, like LA and New York and everything. Yeah. Everyone is so genuinely nice.
Yeah.
To everybody. Like, it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
At those New Year's parties in America, everyone's so nice to everyone.
Wow. Well, yeah, and everyone is really nice in America. I really do enjoy it. But when I was there, I was having to speak to the cop because what was happening was we were all getting searched for our bags for security reasons. Fair enough, yeah. But then what was happening is people would come in from the block in front of us, would come in and push even further up without getting the bags checked. And I said to the cop, hey, officer, do you mind going and check their bags? Because they're coming in with our bags and they're also pushing in front even though everyone's been told to go that way. And he's like, he looks at me and says, do you know where you are, son? I was like, I'm kind of guessing 7th and 43rd. I actually genuinely answered his question because I thought he was actually asking me where we were on New York, on which street. He's like, no, do you know where you are? You're in the safest place in the world. He was really arrogant too. And I was like, shit, he's fucking in trouble. He's gonna fucking arrest me or some shit. I just, like, shut up, but I so wanted to speak to him. But like, they genuinely do care. My dad pointed this out after we were there. It's a cops party.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Because the police officers were being treated like royalty. They were, getting food provided. They were allowed to use the toilets, which you're not allowed to use there.
Yeah.
So you have to hold on. They were just treated like royalty. And then we're all sitting there like, all corralled and all that shit. It's like, yeah. But it was really great. I do recommend it.
I had a weird thing, a while back that happened, which I was going to share on the podcast, so I've been saving this.
Mm-hmm.
I was a couple of months back. I have to give my dog like medicine and shit.
Yeah.
For his ears and eyes because he's fucking 16 years old.
Yeah.
So he's fucking old.
Yeah.
So, like, at night, after we give him the medicine share, I'll be the last one up. Yeah. And I'll, like, turn on the porch light to make sure he's still alright. And everything, and check on him a little bit. I turned on the porch light. There's a guy standing on my, like, at my back.
Whoa.
Like, just standing there looking at me in a scream mask.
Ah, nice.
No! That was the creepiest shit I've ever seen. He's staring straight at me. And then I turn on the light and I'm just kind of frozen there. And he fucking takes off and jumps over my fence. But like, no, there's been a guy who's been wearing different horror movie masks. Mm-hmm. Who's been robbing the 4 blocks. There's 4 blocks that he robs. Right. And we're one of the blocks.
You got robbed yet? No.
No,
good.
There was another time. I think it was the same dude.
Yeah.
Scream mask. I was in the, where we are now, in the study room where all my YouTube shit is.
Yeah.
And I just finished, editing a video. It was about 1:00 in the morning. And I had the blue screen up, so I can't really see anything, like, behind it. And, I hear this noise. I walk around the blue screen. Fucking guy in a scream mask had taken off the ply wire on my window, opened the window, and had his leg in the fucking window.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, no, you can't do it.
I yelled out to him, fucking straight out.
Yeah.
Fucking left straight away. It was the fucking weirdest thing. It was weird.
I don't know where I'm from. We're close to Sunshine, which is typically, and St. Albans, which aren't the best places in the West.
They're a little bit stabby sometimes.
They're a bit shiv, stab shiv, But we're still in a place where it's quite safe to actually live, and I really do like the place. We've never really had that problem. Like, the closest problem we've had is someone egged their house.
Yeah.
And it's happened multiple
times. Well, it was the weirdest thing because the people's houses started getting robbed on, Halloween.
Ah.
And no one really took notice to it because they're just like, oh, it's just kids in masks fucking around.
Yeah.
And then it kept on happening.
Like, hold on a second.
And everyone's just been like, the fuck? Like, I had a mate, she lives a couple of blocks away. And she was home by herself. Her parents had gone to see, her grandparents.
Right.
And she was at home by herself and shit. And she was in bed.
Oh, yeah, no.
And someone opened her bedroom door.
Oh,
and she fucking woke up and was just like, Dad? Cause she thought it was her dad or something. So she called out Dad, and the dude just kind of stood there, like, looked at her, and then fucking sprinted. She was just like, what the fuck?
Shit, lucky.
That's fucked.
Speaking of people walking in people's houses, like, this isn't really a robbing story, but like, my mom, when she was young, she used to live in Seattle, in America, yeah?
Yeah.
Last year, during, like, July, August holidays, the winter holidays, she went to go and visit these family friends she made back there, all the way back then. And I kept in touch. And she visited, and one night she had to stay at the son's house.
Mm.
So there was a daughter that was my mum's age, and the brother, which is just a couple years older. And because he still lived in Seattle, they had to stop over before they went inland, because that's where the parents live now. She had to sleep at their house. She woke up to this guy walked into the room, and then back then he used to play the tuba or the trumpet, or one of those really like brass instruments. He walked in at the morning, like 7:00 in the morning. Played his sound, and I swear to God, it's the funniest story of all I was ever told. It was like, she wakes up to this this sound that just fills the room. They later got to get a call from the cops saying, we heard a noise, we've got a noise complaint from you guys at 7:00 in the morning. And he's like, oh yeah, officer, sorry, I got a friend from Australia here. And she's like, the cop was like, oh really? From Australia, huh? Oh wow, okay, well, have a good one. I was like, wow, okay.
I used to stay at my mate's place all the time. Like, I basically lived there 24/7.
Yeah.
Because, his parents are both flight attendants. So he would throw parties every single night.
Yeah.
So he never went to school and all that shit. So he'd just throw parties. And I stayed at his, and he had an electric guitar.
Right.
and this big ass, like, those Marty McFly fucking speakers,
Oh,
like Back to
yeah.
the Future 1. And he had passed out on the couch.
Oh no.
Next to the speaker. So I plugged it in and turned it on and turned it all the way up. And I just went fucking scared the living shit out of him. It was the funniest thing. And then, yeah, the cops came and knocked, and they're just like, we got a noise complaint. What's that about? And I was just like, turn the TV on, and, it was on 100%. We had a party last night, and he's just like, fair enough.
See
I like that, that's like Australian cops.
Genuinely, we would actually have that problem because our house, we've got surround sound, and we've got some pretty big speakers in the main living room, yeah? So like, we got the actual AV receiver as well. That shit usually sits at, I would say, let's say, it says negative 20 decibels, which is, I don't know how it works. Maybe positive or whatever. When mom does the cleaning, she usually pumps it up to over the vacuum cleaner, so it's like +3, which is really, really fucking loud.
Yeah.
Then sometimes she'd turn it off while she got the vacuum on, so she wouldn't realize. Anyway, one afternoon I went to go turn the TV on, and it was on music on one of the V radio stations.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of almost got deaf. I was like, I wasn't expecting it that loud. I was like, holy shit. So, I don't know, you get noise is annoying.
No, but it's such an Australian thing. The cops come to your door and you just say, yeah, we had a party and the TV was up loud. And he's just like, oh yeah, alright, fair enough.
Yeah. If you give him a solid reading and say sorry, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Just don't do it again.
Yeah,
cool.
basically.
Slap on the wrist. Honestly.
We didn't even get don't do it again. He's just like, oh yeah, alright. And then just laughed.
Yeah.
And we were just like, okay, that was easy.
They haven't got a problem. You could, if you made a problem out of it, then sure, yeah, but.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Let's stop.
We'll keep it short. Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.